Why? I'm gonna be so for real with you. I have this deodorant. It actually does smell exactly like a sugar cookie. And yes, before anyone comments, you can not lick my armpits. Nice try, Baka.
Hi, I'm Mari. I hope you're having a good day, and I hope this video makes today just a little bit better.
All right, so today we're going to be reacting to funny memes by Vascal. It's been a while since we've seen Vascal's content. I could go for a good meme.
10 sets of wasting husband's money. What the hell is my teacher on him?
Wait, hold on. Wait, what is this?
10 sets of wasting husband's money.
Wait, why is that a waste? Isn't trampolines like a really good workout? No, I'm just curious, like, what is that not an intense work? Honestly, though, that looks like fun. Bring the husband soon. You both can jump on that. Tell me that's not fun. Were you not like one of those kids growing up that always wanted like the little trampolines? Come on, you didn't want to have one of those on like in your bedroom and bounce off the wall, and so you crash into it, leaving a big hole, and then you have like a really bad scar. You know, anyways, you're so right, guys. It's such a waste of money.
What the hell is my teacher on about? Freshmen, do not get comfortable when you're so poor in real life that even shadow rendering is set to low. Can a robot think 67 is funny? Can a robot praise Daniel?
Wait, 6, 7. Everybody right now, comment 6, 7 in the comment section down below, or else you're getting banned.
For wearing white Vans, 90s/2000s songs on auto shuffle. I told my barber I'm moving this week, and he looked at me like this. You just lost out on unconditional love. Tell him he can come with you. You can be a country mouse. She called me around 4 a.m. just to say, I love you. Aww. She felt guilty for cheating. This meal prep is easy. I personally feel attacked just by looking at this.
Listen, you know, you gotta get the macros, them carbs, them protein. You got some meat on there. Ooh, are those little mushrooms? Honestly, W meal prep.
What do women and jellyfish have in common? I've never spoken to one, and I'm scared of being hurt by them. Downloading 135 megabytes out of 2.43. Sonic Adventure 2? What the hell? A dating app that matches people by the conspiracy theories they are interested in. Sounds like a fed honeypot. That will be one of the categories. That one homie who is available 24/7 and replies within minutes. My future kids when they inherit my Steam account with my shiny pixel gun collection.
Okay, like for real though? I don't play like FPS games, right? But I noticed that like some of those skins, like those guns, especially for like CS:GO, they're worth a lot of money. And I had no idea that's like a thing. And you just have like thousands of dollars upon it. How many of you all like play that kind of stuff and like have like skins just sitting there? Like how much money is your CS:GO loot crate thingies worth? I'm curious.
It's all gone. Every exercise is a lower back exercise if you do it wrong enough.
True.
He's so precious. How does he even manage to surf while asleep? Bro, how did that even cross your mind? I don't think I've ever seen anything as brutal as this. A reminder that tapping your credit card is spiritually passive/feminine. And that men should pay via confident and penetrative thrust into the chip reader. Chip malfunction. I swear this never happens. When you're on hour 5 of lying in bed with your eyes closed, but you still haven't fallen asleep, so you genuinely start to tweet. Me, every time the automatic Febreze thing goes off. There's no reason it should be as aggressive as this. Gen Z women are deliberately dating ugly men. Could Shrekking cure dating?
Shrekking? There's no way it's called Shrekking. That's a real thing? No way. Is it actually? Everyone, you know, honestly, Shrek's pretty handsome. I could see it.
Fatigue. This is just women dating men equally as attractive as them, but not admitting to themselves that they're ugly. Never partying in Texas again. I need the club name because that's precisely what I want the club to look like. Wow, what an incredibly stressful day. I think I will unwind by holding a small screen 2 inches from my face that beams endless streams of horrific—
Listen, 2 inches is a lot to be near your face like that. Also, his face is really intensely staring into my soul right now. I feel like he's judging me. You know, I'm gonna judge you back. Yeah, what do you think about that? I'm staring too.
News. Sorry, kitten, but it stays on. My favorite thing about Europe is this is actually useful armor, still. While in the US, we just shoot each other like civilized people. We'll be 4 horsemen deep into the apocalypse.
Well, wait a minute. Don't like British people like stab each other? Isn't that like their thing? So, you know, there's that.
And still going to work. Boss, why were you late? A lake of fire swallowed the freeway. I feel like you're not considering how this affects the team. The scammers are evolving. No reply at Microsoft. Okay, I would have fallen for this. It's an R.
This is a scam on the illiterate, like in the dyslexic. This is, you know, you hate disabled people, you know, with this kind of scam. Yeah, this is a hate on disabled people.
Not gonna lie, on a Monday like this, they would have got... What do you mean on a Monday?
On
any day
Monday.
of the week, they would have got you. My friend's
Monday.
kids. Do you know what 6'7" means? No? You're so old. Do you know what 69 means? No, loser. I'll just rest my eyes. It's the biggest lie. You're going straight to snork. Me. Guys, my boss found me on Grindr. George, did you respond? Yeah, I'm at his place right now. When you finally realized it was just a lie all this time, the snail was going towards you because it wanted to die. You helped it achieve its final wish. I said, I love you, monkey, and she turned around like this, and I almost bursted into tears. Instead of an escape room, someone should open a heist room, where you and the boys do a heist, rob a bank or casino, then get chased by pretend cops. You can experience the thrill of a heist without the fear of
That's actually awesome. Sorry I have to pause like a slightly before. He's just so fast when he goes meme to meme, but like that would be awesome. I would do something like this. Get the girls together, girls' night, you know, and then we just rob a bank, summon demons, you know, make it's just a fun little girls' night. I like that. This sounds awesome.
incarceration. What if we broke into your house? What would you do? If they kicked your ass so much, you drive the speed limit home in silence. In 2005, it was considered normal for an American dad to have a jaw like this. The testosterone crisis is 100 times
That's an insane cosplay. I'm just gonna say, like, that is actually awesome.
worse than you think. Scientists' accidental discovery makes coral grow 40 times faster. It typically takes coral 25 to 75 years to reach sexual maturity. With a new coral fragmentation method, it takes just 3. The scan of a 40-year-old Frenchman revealed he was missing 90% of his brain, yet was still living a fully functional life. Makes sense. Check the rest of them.
Check the rest of them. You know, maybe, honestly, maybe they should check my brain. They're gonna find nothing in there. It's just empty.
McDonald's Japan is finally abandoning its unpopular paper straws, replacing them with lids that diners can drink from directly. A 9-year-old wrote a study for a school project, and we all ended up drinking glue for over a decade. Your boyfriend not wanting you to go to the club with your single friends in lingerie isn't controlling, but that's a conversation you guys aren't ready.
Not wanting to go to the club with your single friends in lingerie isn't controlling. That's a conversation y'all aren't ready for yet. Wait, what? Wait, why? Why would you go out in lingerie? Wait, huh?
For Fascinating Oil Paintings by Philip Barlow. For everyone who asks what it's like when I don't have my contacts and or glasses on, me using a whisk. Yeah! Yes! Me having to wash a whisk. Well, this sucks. What the hell?
I just jam it, honestly. Like, I just take the whisk and I go... and then it's clean.
How the fat homie be moving to defend his chest from the scoop? The group of girls making a TikTok on the middle of the street, turning around to see my 50-ton truck barreling towards them. Horror movie families, when they hear a family of 5 got murdered, but the house has got 3 bathrooms.
Hey,
This is
yo.
the perfect place to bring our children up. Construction workers somehow spawning cranes out of thin air without anyone noticing.
That's
you know what
true.
I realized about AI images in your marketing? It sends out the iMessage that you've got no budget. It's the digital equivalent of wearing an obviously fake Chanel bag. Your whole brand immediately appears feeble and impoverished. You can't even afford a graphic designer. When the lyrics you've been mishearing are more clever than what's actually in
God.
the song. I pushed you away because I needed you to pull me close. People will be like, no means no, then post something like this.
No, for real, though. That's like mind games. Stop playing mind games with people. Just be honest with what you want, what you need.
Everyone I do the deed with dies within a month. You busy this weekend?
You
I would not mind dying this way. My wife hooked me up tonight. POV. You're a zoo penguin about...
Okay, honestly, though, fish good, shrimp good, mussels, quail egg good. I don't know about that imitation crab, though. I don't like imitation crab. I like real crab.
to be put down. I've seen quiet toilets. I know we have the technology. How did you see them if they were quiet? Are you perhaps a bad? I finally learned how to use my air fryer.
Oh my
Curious as to what air means to you.
No, that's not how you do it. But I bet you it tasted good. But it's not. How did they not cause a fire?
Sweet mother of pearl. Is that his mum or his sister? So are we going to ignore the fact NASA's potentially discovered that our universe is inside a black hole? Or what am I supposed to do, Angie? I can barely afford my rent. That's why I think if aliens came down, people wouldn't really be bothered after a few weeks. Because like, wow, there's aliens in the universe. Am I surprised?
No.
Not really. Am I surprised that we found that out though? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Every time we play a board game, she just runs over and steals our dice.
That's what I do with like everything. The moment I see something, it's mine. Your credit card, it's mine. Your soul, it's mine. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
There's a chip in my brain that tells me exactly when my wife is taking her shirt off, so I can whip my head around and look. There have been times I've woken up from sleep because I sensed my wife was taking her shirt off.
That's amazing.
Hey man, you okay if I drill a few holes at 10 a.m. tomorrow? Don't want to wake up your baby. A child must not be an obstacle. Thanks, is that a yes? Proceed. You should wake up and automatically be restored to full health. That's how sleeping should work. What is this? Waking up with a sore neck? Where are my goddamn spell slots? It's the order of mankind's accomplishments that fascinates me. In 1969, we put men on the moon. In 1970, we put wheels on luggage.
True.
My 267-pound uncle showing up to my gender reveal party, completely butt naked and drunk, hanging out.
Why?
Quick snack. Went to
Oh my god, wait, hold on, wait,
reveal
wait,
party,
wait.
completely butt naked and drunk, hanging out. Quick
Okay, I'm gonna be so for real with you. I have this deodorant. It actually does smell exactly like a sugar cookie. I'm not gonna lie. I was tempted to take a bite out of it, but I knew better. And clearly, this person did it for me. I lived vicariously through them. Did it taste good? Curious.
snack.
And yes, before anyone comments, you can not lick my armpits. Nice try, baka.
To cancel a streaming service that was $10.99 a month, and they were like, okay, you got us, how about $2.99? Going to spend tomorrow, cancel threatening every service in my life. God, having a cat is so fun. It feels like I'm being haunted by a sweater. It's fine if people don't like you. You only need to be concerned when animals don't like you. Then it's time for some reflection.
Oh, true.
Yep, me, when I realized the funny video I just liked was nothing but AI-generated slop. How I look at my friend, waiting for them to realize that something's missing. I took it. Size reference for Beans. He is approximately one desert eagle big. My mom works in a vet clinic. The local cat is checking the patient how to unwrinkle nutsack. You can drive steamer or iron to remove wrinkles.
Don't do that. Don't do that, man. Please don't do that. Do not do that.
Don't try those, guys. I'll finally be able to steal enough money to pay off my student loans. Bro, the struggle was real even for cartoon supervillain ducks from the 1990s. How to hide 1 kilogram of salt without getting caught while traveling. ChatGPT knows what you're doing. Steve Harvey breaking down in tears when he realizes the plasma grenade on his knee cannot be disarmed. Chicken nuggets and tater tots slow roasted in my oven for 8 hours while I'm passed out drunk in the other room.
That's bad.
Like he didn't cause a fire. The worst mistake I did, it wasn't leaving the oven on, it was leaving the bath on. And my god, did I nearly ruin a whole upstairs bathroom.
So bad.
Teach your sons that cooking and cleaning are basic life skills, not gender roles. Teach your daughters mowing the lawn, taking out the trash, basic house maintenance, and so on are basic life skills, not gender roles. I'll make the food if you can do the garden. I'm gonna make sure the garden.
No, for real though, I will happily cook if you take care of the grass outside, or we get fake grass and we order out. I'm fine with both options. Just saying.
I'm just gonna get a forest. I don't deserve any flavor. I'm a fat, obese idiot. I must change. Dog licked my fresh tattoo. Am I at risk of getting an infection? Your dog looks sorry. Guys always talking about it's the principal. I don't give a damn if it was the lunch lady.
True.
Man, no one has ever shot their shot like this before. Not gonna lie, I super liked you because you looked a lot like my Sims wife, and I figured it was fate.
That's crazy.
Fate. Definitely fate. And you need to riz them like how you would riz in the Sims.
True.
Instantly ask them out on a date. I like you. William Defoe, photographed by Gavin Bond for The Observer. William, you have to stop. You smoke too tough. Your swag too different. Your witch is too bad. They'll kill you. Throwback to that iconic moment in 2018 when a David Schwimmer doppelganger robbed a store in Blackpool and Schwimmer responded in the best way possible.
That's crazy.
I had an interview today and my belly rumbled. The lady goes, "Missed lunch?" I told her, "No, I'm hungry for success."
Let's
and you didn't get the
go.
job. Still thinking about the food at my cousin's wedding.
Oh,
they were just
God.
cleaning out their fridge. What was the theme? Yard sale? They're serving divorce.
That's funny.
Dudes will have the worst day of their lives and just keep sending memes to the homies like nothing happened. The job application
True.
we just received. Tell us about a positive and a negative about yourself. I show up on time. One time I saw a coworker microwave fish in the office kitchen and did nothing to stop it.
Okay, positive about me is that I'm a cat girl and I will laugh at your jokes. Negative about me is that I'm a VTuber. Yeah, it's pretty bad negative.
It's cool how the government told us raising the minimum wage would make a burger be $20 and now a burger is $20. But minimum wage is the same. What is a lost art? I really miss those days when people used to write long paragraphs for your birthday and waited until 12 trying to be the first one to send to you.
That's actually really sweet. I've never had anything like that before, but That's actually really sweet.
I heard of a guy who was fired from a company and had a grudge. So he wrote fake Glassdoor reviews that were unrealistically positive. Overly high salaries, absurd benefits, fancy perks. They had trouble hiring for years because candidates thought they were being lowballed.
That's crazy.
AI is now built in. Every Windows 11 PC is now an AI PC with Copilot at the center of it all. 2-sentence horror. I bought a $1,200 ultra-wide monitor. What the hell is this? Should have bought an ultra-wide game too.
Yeah.
What's the most boomer complaint you have? Stop making accounts. A light bulb that changes colors shouldn't require an account. A TV
That's so
speaker
funny.
shouldn't require an account.
Okay, like, I know that's like a boomer complaint, but like at the same time, why are there so many accounts that we have to do? Like, genuinely, why does everything have to have an account and a subscription and they need all my information just to like turn my light on? I am a little curious about that.
Yeah, but they just want to sell your information. We know they don't need accounts.
But you can save your presets on a light bulb.
Wow. Once you stop
Wow.
watching anime, it's almost impossible to get back into it. They're not making good anime like they used to.
Yeah.
Like, No Way Japan thinks my classmate's aunt's teacher's feet smell delectable is going to do numbers. I got apparently called into a meeting with HR today because apparently telling my coworker that I knew he was a C-section baby by the way he avoids labor is not acceptable in the workplace.
crazy.
When I moved so many times that I meet exact replicas of people I've met. This date is about to go horribly. Okay, I'm heading to you now. I'll let you know when I'm there. Would
Okay.
you still be screaming if the cartel leader's thick daughter walked in mid-torture or play it cool?
Oh.
Hey, will someone message me if you have Facebook? I need a bunch of you to lowball this lady on Facebook Marketplace to make my lowball offer look the best.
That's
This worked, by the
crazy.
way. Thanks for all of those involved. It got to 1K. This is... That's crazy. Is that an ironing board? Who's paying 13K for an ironing board? I don't even care if that's a table. Like, they wanted 13K for a bloody
No,
table.
that's
Rare
crazy.
mahogany, so it's a type
That's
of wood. Maybe
crazy.
you could resell the wood and make even more money. Bodybuilding update. Almost done building him.
Oh
Week
my God.
38. Everything is $15. It used to be 10, but we skipped 12 and went straight to 15. It
Yeah, it's
isn't
true.
right. My buddy lost his job to AI. It was his job to chug thousands of gallons of water at a data center. I'd like to see the Nintendo Switch do this. This is going to crash into any building made after 2008.
Yep.
I only say I love you to family, lifelong friends, dogs that I met 3.5 seconds ago. Honestly, I could see you becoming an AI bro. I doubt you will, but the vibes are there. Just
does
tell
that
me to
mean?
end it like other hate comments do, man. I like those more
I was
than
gonna
this.
say.
When you're bad at making decisions and someone says, it's up to you.
up to you.
Damn, girl, are you a hardcore band because you have a lot of breakdowns?
Oh my
You
God.
transform from a bear back to human form. But I'm an elf. Then something went terribly wrong. A stray cat walked into a classroom in 1952 and attended school for the next 16 years. Einstein's hair was never laid. Alucard, when another Belmont is in danger. I don't want to party like it's 1999. I want to go grocery shopping like it's 1999.
Yeah.
My biology professor used
Ew. What is this? What am I looking at here? This is I feel insulted. And honestly, that first of all, the eggs don't look cooked. The hot dog is like obscenely long for no reason. And then like what is this? What is this? Pills? Is this candy? Is that candy? And then what is a fruit? What's a fruit cola? What is that? I don't understand. Oh, I don't know about this.
me as an example of inferior genetics because I was short. Is Pinterest still around? I've never figured out what to use it for. I have a secret account that follows my wife. She has no clue how I always get her what she wants. Me calling my mum for help because I'm an adult, but she is premium adult pro max.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
are you as a man saying you're tired? Men used to die in war and now they're tired?
Oh my
Why
God,
are you as
shut
a
up.
woman questioning me? Women used to get slapped.
Oh my
Leah
God.
has notifications silenced.
That's crazy.
Optional step in the assembly instructions for a shelf. Side step. Make nachos. Optional, but
Nachos.
recommended. Your physics teacher told you to draw a vector. Back at the barnyard has been removed from Paramount Plus.
Why?
Who controls the past controls the future. Do you understand? Margaret Robbie is rumored to play the lead in Luca. What's the matter, babe?
What?
You've barely touched your spaghetti.
cute.
Spaghetti? Son, back in my day, we call that a creepypasta. Oh, sorry to all my Americans.
Pasta. We call that pasta.
In September 2018, a pair of fishermen in Northern Ireland reeled in a 6-foot-wide elk skull from the bottom
heck?
of a lake. It turned out to be 10,000 years old and from an extinct species known as the Irish elk.
What?
Nobody. Guys who game until 4 a.m. and wake up at 8 a.m. to go to work. My
The
FBI
legends.
agent watching me look up. Can you buy termites? Most destructive termites. What termite consumes the most wood? Former Zen termite queen live. A lot of termite and Orlando. Planning to put it in the city hall, my man? Me, watching my bro's phone start blasting his goofy ringtone while we're posted up with a table of baddies. My dog Bailey gets super excited when I let her carry the chicken home. When the goth mummy stomps my nuts, like I asked to, but instead of being pleasurable, it just really hurt.
What did you expect? In what context would this ever be pleasurable? What's wrong with you? Honestly, you know what? You deserve to get stepped on.
Started studying abroad and made friends with the hag next door. What? She comes over every Friday to drink and
I'm sorry, wait, that's a hag? Okay, she looks hot.
vent about being lonely. Boys, it's been a pleasure, but I'm never coming home. They don't ID me at the liquor store anymore because they see the light has left my eyes.
Aww.
Or you've given them your ID before. Or you just look really old. You think like a 40-year-old man is making this meme. I don't know. Maybe with the way the internet is. Wearing a miniskirt that has half your cheeks out in public is insane. This is from someone who loves miniskirts.
True.
I remember seeing women who sell the dude complain about how they have to dress extra wild because civilian women are just dressing like that on the regular now.
That's crazy.
Damn. This is crime on women. Women on women violence. Little known fact.
How did he just say women on women violence? That's crazy.
Mexico City hosts an annual Day of the Dead parade, but it didn't exist until 2016. It was inspired by the opening scene of the James Bond movie, Spectre. Tiramisu was invented in the 1960s. No one on Earth had ever drunk a margarita or eaten a fajita in 1930.
What?
You can just create traditions. That's how traditions
awesome.
are made. Just gotta make sure people keep doing them for thousands and hundreds of years.
So what I'm hearing is tradition is just consistency. And as long as you're consistent, it becomes tradition and it makes like a habit. Okay.
Daylight saving time is increasingly hard to notice when my digital devices are like, what? Nothing happened. We know what time it is. And my stove is left blinking and screaming. It happened. Time shifted unnaturally. They're all lying. Only I know. Only I remember. After his death in 1991, it was revealed that Dr. Seuss secretly created dark, surreal, midnight paintings. A stark contrast to the playful books that made him famous. What's your funniest mama story? My mum got my father beat up every Friday after work. He cheated, so she paid a different guy $50 to spot him outside of UPS, and he got his butt beat every Friday at 6 p.m. He had to be escorted with security to his car. He did this for months.
W, honestly, that's what you get. That's what you get. You know, that's what you deserve, all right? Yeah, honestly, I would beat him up for you for free. For free.
Cheating ain't right, but you should have just broke up. That's actually
real.
crazy.
For real.
If I was that dude, if this happens 2 weeks in a row, gotta get a gun. He took away the Captain Morgan's logo swagger. Look at how they massacred my boy. Every graphics designer from like the 2010s onward needs to be fired. And by fired, I mean executed by fire.
I mean, to be fair, they're getting replaced by AI now, so I don't know if it's an improvement, but...
Fire Squad. Make them walk the plank. Forever torn between A, wanting to tell you a story that will show you that I understand your upsetting experience, and B, not saying anything so that you don't think I'm trying to make it about myself.
The neurodivergent issue of like wanting to relate, but at the same time not trying to come off as self-centered to a neurotypical. It's a struggle.
I think what's nice is you can give an example of your situation, but if your situation was quote unquote worse than theirs, don't say it, I think, because it's
Nope, that's exactly true. No, that's literally how it is. Like you literally can't, you have to make sure you'll have to like maybe not include some of the details just so that way they don't think you're trying to one up them, because like, and I understand it too. Because here's the thing, I have talked to people who are trying to one up you versus people who are being like, oh, like I totally understand like how you feel. I've had like some similar situation happen, but some people like, yeah, it is such a fine balance of social conversations. It is just so hard. So usually like my go-to tip about this in particular is that if you're trying to relate to someone being like, oh man, that is like really tough. I've had like a similar situation, but man, like I can only imagine like what you went through. Like you don't have to actually go into specifics. Just say like, oh, I've had a similar situation. And if they really care enough about it, maybe they'll ask you about it. Then you can say it. So that way you're not just like automatically turn the conversation about you. And that has helped me a lot more.
If you want to see the uncensored versions of these videos, then check out my Patreon where I upload all uncensored content as well as some other videos on there. And let me know what your thoughts were down in the comments below. And there's anything else you'd like to see on this channel because I upload every single day. And with that, thank you so much for watching. And remember, everything reminds you of something. Bye!